best album I've heard all day on all three of these.
I agree.
The new Black Keys, Let's Rock. And it rocks. They rock on it. I dig the fuck out of this album.
Sounds like they're having fun.
Yeah.
There's heart in this album.
Yeah.
There's
This is not a Black Keys with Rome.
it's hell. It almost sounds like it's not a Black Keys album, considering how their last three
yeah,
have
you know
kinda
what?
bled together.
I remember when we reviewed the last one, the Blue thing. I remember us liking it. I want to say I remember some Pink Floyd moments.
There was like a Pink Floyd moment in the beginning track because it like took a minute and a half or something for anything to happen. Like there was this slow kind of droney beginning, and then it all just kind of bleeds together with the same
Yeah,
shit.
I don't remember nothing. And then I never listened to the other ones. And then last week I bought a bunch of the Black Keys albums from Charlie, and I only listened to Rubber Factory, and I dug it.
Rubber Factory's alright.
But the thing is, with Black Keys, I've never really checked them out. But I always kind of put them with the new beer commercials or Jack Daniels commercial. Like
They
if
were
you guys
in a lot of
noticed,
commercials.
if you guys notice, like all the beer commercials and Jack Daniel commercials, there's always that blues, electric guitar blues riff music in the background. And that's what their stuff kind of always sounded like to me. That's what I picture as like some kind of fucking craft beer commercial. But I mean, fuck, this album is really good, and so now it's kind of got me like, all right, maybe I do need to turn on those other ones and see what happens. But Zach would tell you otherwise, because he says I have all the bad ones.
Pretty much. I mean, because there are some good things on Attack and Release, but it's more of like a softer kind of. It's like the first album they did that was like venturing into the softer tones and less of a blues rock kind of thing. And then Brothers is kind of all over the fucking place and just long as fuck. God, it's like 15, 14 tracks, and every song is like up to the 5-minute fucking marker. And it just drags on. But there are some really decent, good songs on it.
And then you mentioned that you think Danger Mouse not being a part of this one is a good thing.
Yeah, I really do, because the El Camino, to me, was so phoned in. It was, every song had the same whoa, whoa, whoas in the chorus, and they just all had that same doom, 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 doom kind of beat to it. The kind of like this one reminded you of Eagles of Death Metal. That El Camino is more of a dance rock record than anything, and it's not good. In my opinion, I really did not like El Camino.
It's crazy because Danger Mouse is a producer that I really do like. I love him on the Gorillaz album.
I feel like I got burned out on him.
Love him on the Good, the Bad, and the Queen, and the Danger Doom album is phenomenal. And shit, the Beck album he did is phenomenal. But I guess I just haven't heard enough of them Black Keys.
Well, he did like what is it? Attack and Release. I think he did one song for Brothers, and then he did El Camino and Turn Blue. And like, I don't know, Turn Blue was another very predictable Danger Mouse Black Keys record. But this one, I was not looking forward to it because I kind of figured it would just be more of the same. I heard the song High Low and I was like, doesn't do anything for me. It sounds like more of the same. And I got the record earlier this week. I listened to it and I was like, that's kind of interesting. Because I didn't have any expectations for it. Wasn't looking forward to it, and it kind of surprised me with how good it is. Like I was saying, this is one of the albums this is one of the albums that we listened to today that's like really easy to listen to the whole thing
Yeah.
without feeling like you need to skip a track, Nothing really drags on it. Every song has some.
Perfect little length.
They're all unique.
Yeah,
To
in a
each
way.
other.
Yeah, they're all unique to each other.
And they also complement each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
They don't bleed, but they feel like they're a part of the same universe.
They're all on the same album. It feels like they all belong. It doesn't. The album is like 38 minutes long.
There's nothing that hit. There's no brick walls.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like the Sum 41, where it was fucking fast rocking, sort of metal with a pop punky vocal to it that just stopped.
Slam into never
Slammed
what,
on
never
brakes.
something.
Never there.
Never there.
Slammed on the brakes.
Yeah, this one, everything. The album is incredibly consistent all the way through with what it is and what it does. And
it's like they had a clear idea of what they wanted.
Yeah, it sounds like a really good old school southern rock album, or like you said, old classic rock album. Like it sounds like some 38 special.
Yeah,
it sounds like
some
something
Creedence.
Joe Dirt would like this album. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, or I also mentioned that it sounds like it could be on a Quentin Tarantino soundtrack.
Yeah, because there's a track or two that was reminding me a lot of that Stuck in the Middle with You song. Like, it sounds like that kind of era of rock.
I think it was Sit Around and Missy that reminded me of CCR.
Yeah, there's some stuff that sounds a little like some Creedence, and like it's good, man. I really dig it. Every song, all the way through the whole album, it's definitely a banger. It slaps. This album slaps, yo.
Makes you want to nod your head. It's. I'm glad we ended the day with this one.
Yeah, man.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
if we'd have listened to this first,
Yeah, I would have been mad.
it'd have just been downhill from there, man.
'Cause
Fucking.
Jesus Christ.
Especially like if from the three albums we listened to today, like Black Keys, Sum 41, Sublime with Rome. So like, fucking,
Yeah.
there's no way if we listen to Black Keys first, there's no way anything would be better than that.
I'm glad we started like we did. We should have honestly started with the fucking.
It should have started with
Sublime.
Sublime, so we have something, but not really though. 'Cause it was like we started with something decent,
Yeah.
went to something that was garbage, and then went to something that just brought it the day way up.
Yeah, way up there.
Way
and
up.
it's surprising because it's fucking Black Keys, and I've just kind of been disappointed with them over the last several years.
Yeah, and I guess I just dug it because I haven't heard enough of these dudes to be
Yeah.
jaded or annoyed or anything. Like I said, I bought about 5 albums from Charlie last week and listened to one of them.
Yeah. But you got some decent tracks on those albums. They're not like good.
They're the ones that, like, I assume every average person who thinks they're a Black Keys fan has.
Yeah. But I have all of those, plus Fake Freakness and Chula Uma.
Chula Uma.
That's the Junior Kimbrough covers album,
Yeah.
which is really fucking good.
It's like, what happened? Because about 10 years ago, you know, I'm waiting for this next shift. I'm guessing we're in the midst of where hip hop is hitting that emo rap phase,
Oh God.
and trap is a big thing, and the rainbow teeth guys with tattooed faces.
That dude's in jail.
There's a bunch of guys doing that.
The tattooed face rappers.
Tattooed face and
Or
rainbow
the SoundCloud
grills.
rappers.
We're in a weird phase right now where the shit that's popular, because 10 years ago, the shit that was popular, we were in the midst of that club shit and the hipster sound. And
then it was all like stuff that was trying to be like Lady Gaga.
yeah, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
like the club shit, you know, Kesha and Lady Gaga stuff, and
Katy Perry.
yeah, the Katy Perry shit. What's happening now, man? What's happening now? Like
Old Town Road.
yeah, that's what's happening
YouTube
now.
artists are getting famous.
Motherfucking, you know, 10 years ago we were on the verge of the hipster boom where everything was about to be hipster, and everything was gonna sound like Father John Misty and
Vampire
Magnetic
Weekend.
Zeros, yeah, Vampire Weekend, and even bands that weren't doing that started to kind of put that into their sound. Like I remember that case, the Elephant album having that hipstery production to it. And now, where are we? Where are we now, people? Where are we now? Fucking.
I don't know.
I'd say the peak of
I
that
don't
stuff.
really know of any musical trends going on right now.
Right. The most musical trends I can think of is like in the hip hop scene with like the emo rap and the trap shit.
Like
And-
the fucking thing, the stuff on pop radio now sounds exactly like it did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like the top 40 bullshit.
Yeah. I think the peak of the hipster sound definitely 2014. Definitely.
It's probably dying now.
Yeah, yeah, man. That's why I guess I say the peak is 15, 16. You know, that shit's started dwindling. Those guys started changing
I would say the
things.
peak was probably 2012.
Yeah, maybe peak in like major
And then-
popularity.
Yeah, and then everything started dwindling down in 13 and 14, and then 15 it was completely gone.
Yeah, because 15, like 14 and 15, it was a major EDM boom. Fucking. So where are we now, people?
Black Keys doing Southern rock.
Yeah, Black Keys going back.
Yeah.
1979, 75.
But shit, their old stuff sounded like it came out in the 40s and 50s and shit.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, if you listen to the Big Come Up and Thick Freakness, yeah, dude, he's got a soulful black man's voice on those albums. That's
Yeah.
probably why they call themselves the Black Keys.
I would figure, well, I guess too, because the Black Keys on the piano,
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
and the Black Keys are a lot of the flat keys, that's where your flats are, right? I don't know. I'm not a music theorist, but,
No, I really enjoyed this album.
damn good
This is
album.
one that I've played several times all week long. It's really easy to listen to. I'll listen to it while I'm at work. And shit. It's the first time I've enjoyed a Black Keys in a long time.
Man, what year did Blue come out? 14? God damn, has it been 5 years?
Yeah, this is the longest.
5 years ago we sat around talking about that album.
This is the longest gap between Black Keys albums, and I think it helped too.
Yeah.
Because if this came out a year or 2 years after it turned blue,
Burnout
it-
would have
it-
still been a
it-
thing.
Exactly. It would have sounded exactly the same. But then again, you know what? In a way, I kind of feel like Mastodon is the new Korn. Because they're putting out a lot of albums that I don't give a shit about.
Oh, shit.
More on that another day.
Damn.
But I'd say this is a 7, maybe an 8.
I'm going to go as a 9, man.
Go with a 9.
For me, yeah.
I didn't want to praise it too much because it's not up there with like classics, But I feel like a high 7, maybe a low 8. Worthy. It's above average.
Yeah.
So I'd say it's a buy.
Definitely a
Go
buy.
ahead, check it out if you're a fan of Black Keys or what all you know is Tighten Up. Is that the only song you know?
Yeah, what do you guys think of this new Black Keys, man? I like the shit out of it. It is fun.
It is a dude.
It is a dude.
Unlike Rome.
Yeah, fuck that Rome shit.
That's a no.
That is a no. It is a don't. This is a dude. That is a don't.
Yeah.
The
You
southern rock sound is really good on it. I mean, if you're somebody who's even like me, got tired of that kind of shit when that's all that our rock radio station would play.
Yeah.
This is refreshing because it reminds you that, because I still like that stuff, because I grew up with a lot of that shit, but I just got burnout,
It
man.
sounds like new stuff
That wants to sound like it.
yeah, like it sounds like it came out back then, but it's new,
Yeah.
which is good. And I like how they said that they recorded it live, and then added all the bells and whistles later, like the background vocals, the bass, and whatever.
Yeah.
It makes it sound very simple. Like there's no overproducing on it, because it doesn't need it. Black Keys don't need to be a Michael Bay film, and that's kind of what Danger Mouse did to him.
Yeah.
Overproduced. I mean, it's guitar and drum rock. You don't need. It's garage rock. You don't need to over expand on it. But yeah,
Definitely worth checking out.
be an 8 and a 7. Rounded off to a. No, it'd be an 8 and a 9. So rounded off
To a Nate.
to an 8. Let us know in the comments if you like the Black Keys.
Yes, we'll see you guys later with hopefully a podcast sometime eventually, and a new album review.
Maybe Black Keys.
Maybe some random shit.
Who knows?
Who knows? Later.